I'm Adam Nathanson. I'm a real estate appraiser in St. John, New Brunswick. I'm on location at Big Tide Brewing Company. In this video, I'm going to touch on a few topics that one would consider in appraising a property that contains a brew pub. And I'll talk about how this could differ from just appraising something that's more of a standard bar. The things to consider when appraising a brew pub that might be a little peculiar to this particular industry are zoning, licensing, physical compatibility, and location. When considering zoning, it's important to realize that a lot of bars are just doing general business, or they might have an entertainment zone. Whereas a brew pub might require industrial zoning because it's a manufacturing facility. Here at Big Tide, there was a zoning variance sought in the city, and a procedure was gone through to make sure that this place was allowed to do what it does. The rezoning process, or getting a variance, isn't always quick. It depends on what jurisdiction you're in and what's involved in that. So it's important for an appraiser to realize that when considering occupancy date or when a lease might start. Another thing to consider when appraising a brew pub is licensing. I mean, most bars require some form of government regulation that allows them to sell alcohol. Brew pubs, however, might also sell to-go beer, and this could require additional licensing to allow for a pub and the sale of alcohol separate from the pub. This can require multiple entrances or two distinct spaces, one for selling beer to customers to drink here, one to sell it to bring home. Another thing to consider is the physical compatibility of the space for a brew pub. Brew pubs need access to a lot of water, so it's important to make sure that you're able to get fresh water piped into the site in the quantities required to make hundreds of liters of a product. Another thing to consider would, of course, be this equipment requires a lot of power, so a building needs to have adequate electrical insurance. One thing you might not realize about a lot of brew pubs is they have pretty strong floors. Here at Big Tide, the floors were reinforced to make sure that the weight of all this equipment and the liquid in it is supported. This additional floor support might actually be a super adequacy if a different type of bar or a different type of use moved in. The fourth thing to consider is the location of a brew pub. Obviously, for a lot of bars, location is key. You want to have a lot of people going by so that there's foot traffic and you have good customers and hopefully success. This is important for a brew pub, but location is also important because you need to be able to ship in materials for your manufacturing process. So for a brew pub, it's important to make sure you have either a side street or you have a street where you can pull over and ship in your grain for production. These are a few of the thoughts that I've had about what's involved in appraising a brew pub. Hopefully it's been helpful. Thank you very much.